ask that question, obviously, that I'm in the foster care space, and then what we see often is this pattern, and it first starts with the disruption of a family, and then it goes into trauma, and then mental health, and then then they stumble, and the final nail on the coffin is the drugs.
Yes.
Right. So this pattern is very prominent, but it's typically not necessarily in a marriage. It might be out of wedlock type of situation, or it's very disruptive. So do you have any thoughts on that pattern?
Yeah, I think it's really spot on. I mean, for me now, so let's get into I didn't do drugs. I, smoked weed a number of times when I was in high school, but alcohol was a really big part of my life. Now I'm also almost 53 years old. And so the reality is when I was growing up, that was kind of what you did,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Mhm.
But Everclear and I were good friends. We'll talk about the ulcers that came as a result of that later. But
Okay. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I drank a lot in high school. Now, where I think I had a big blessing is that my father, who passed, my dad Ken, he was an alcoholic his entire life,
Hmm.
and so I saw what a functioning, and I use that word kind of lightly, but a functioning alcoholic looked like. And I love my dad, and he had so many great qualities that he passed on to us.
Hmm.
I saw what alcoholism could do, and
Yeah.
I backed off of that, and the anxiety. So for me, the alcohol and the anxiety were not good friends as I got older. When I went off to college, those were, like two magnets flipped over. I couldn't drink because then my anxiety was off the chart, and it was stifling. And so I think in a lot of ways, Sam, the anxiety probably saved me from what could have been a different path in life.